Start with you. Let's just talk about the week that we just had, because when these tariffs were announced until tonight, Ali Velshi, I've said it all week. I have spoken to more investors here and abroad, business leaders here and abroad, all week long, and I cannot find one single person, even those who support the Trump, who understand a coherent strategy and are down with it.
Because there's not one. And I think it's important to understand two things that are happening right now that are unprecedented. One, as you mentioned, that consumer confidence is down. This is surveyed by the University of Michigan. Consumer sentiment down to the lowest level since they started recording it in 1952, down lower than it was in the Great Recession, 2008, 2009. Number one. Number two, the guarantee in the American financial system is that when the stock market goes down, which it does from time to time, the safe money, not the money that you individuals take and maybe put under your mattress, the safe money goes into the U.S. dollar, and the way you invest in the U.S. dollar is through bonds. That didn't happen. So for whatever was supposed to happen,
the biggest red flag.
And the money's supposed to come out of the market.
I don't follow bonds. Why does that matter? The bond market is yo daddy.
And it's your dollar. So you take the money comes out of the stock market. You buy bonds. Bonds go up in price because everything that the demand increases for. The yield, the interest rate goes down. So that's what you should have seen last week. And you saw interest rates spiking, which meant that money from sovereign wealth funds and from other countries and from people who think the U.S. dollar is the safe haven, for whatever reason, was not a safe haven last week. That was confidence in America. That was confidence in the American dollar. If there was some grand strategy behind this, that'd be amazing. But there doesn't appear to be. We imposed tariffs of 50% on the country of Lesotho. And all they do is they knit stuff for Chinese factories that we buy, jobs that we're not looking to get back in America. So I just want to know what the strategy is. And every investor wanted to know what the strategy is. And no one can provide that information other than saying you're watching the art of the deal in progress. You're certainly not watching the art of the deal in progress.
Let's talk about this, okay? I mean, the whole thing is so overwhelming, but right there, for the consumer out there, right, who's saying, I don't even invest in the markets. Scott Bessent said a week ago, Wall Street has done so well over the last years, maybe it's time for them to take a back seat because our strategy is going to be about Main Street. Right. Well, if you live on Main Street, now your borrowing costs, right, because bond yields are going up, your credit, what it costs for you to get a mortgage, for you to get a loan, for your credit card payments, on the eve of prices of many, many things going up because inflation is going to spike because of the tariffs. Right. So where is the White House going to find a narrative? Or more importantly, where does Congress when they go home? Because when you've got this double whammy of the stock market going down and bond yields right up your hoonie, everybody's getting screwed.
Well, and also, Trump has so misread his mandate. If he had a mandate, which he loves to say he did, it was the price of eggs, right? It was bacon. It was the weave with bacon. Bacon. It was too expensive. He was going to make things cheaper. So what has he done? He has done something wildly inflationary. So you have these people who he said, and by the way, there are so many clips of him saying, I'm going to make it cheaper. I'm going to lower prices. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And, you know, that is an undeliverable, right? We know, we saw with Harris, it's impossible to lower prices. Capitalism doesn't like it. Here we are now. He said he was going to lower prices. What has he done? He's made things more expensive and he's made debt more expensive. And that we're in, you know, you're going to see people are unhappy. And I think the reason that America is no longer the king of capital where people want to go is because of one person.
We still are. Right. Let's be clear. We still are. But things have definitely taken a notch down. And that's where there is sort of this national security, foreign policy component here. Because when we talk about who actually likes what happened this week, it's Putin. It's Putin. It is China. And even though this is really bad for China as well, in their wildest dreams, the goal was, let's devalue the dollar. And people might not realize the dollar being the reserve currency is why we live the most prosperous lives. Right. It's why the United States gets to be who it is. And for those guys to watch the dollar start to tumble, I can't think of a greater gift.
No, our enemies are celebrating. President Mayhem has been attacking and destroying lots of things over the last 4 months. But for the most part, it hasn't really impacted rich Americans, right? He started to blow up the global order and things like NATO. Then he moved over to the Pentagon. Rich people generally don't have their kids serving in the military. Attack something like the Department of Education. Rich people send their kids to private school. Now he hit the market. right? And he's blowing up the market. And rich, especially Republicans, care a lot about the disruption, the chaos, and the crumbling of the stability and the confidence in our dollar and in our economy. And that's where it's really hitting them where it hurts. And it's also compounded by the fact that working people care because they have 401ks, they have retirements, and they're seeing layoffs happen all across the country in federal jobs. So he's actually getting it harder from two critical sides more than he ever has. I think even in his first term, he never caught a week like this where he was getting it from his own influential Republicans. The same guys who sat with him on in the dais at inauguration are now hitting him and trying to move him. And that's why he crumbled, he backed down, he responded so quickly, and he retreated. We saw for the first time Trump retreated this week.
There's another group when it comes to layoffs, though. Businesses, big and small in this country, right? Put federal workers aside. For businesses, even if Wall Street was excited about the 90-day pause, and for a day they were excited because at the very least it was relief. Because on Tuesday morning, when you thought there was 50+% tariffs on everybody and anybody, that felt like economic disaster, immediate. So when they got the pause, at least the investor class said, okay, I'm going to breathe. But for businesses, okay, this notion that Peter Navarro pushes, that sometimes Howard Lutnick does, that sometimes Scott Bessent does, that we're going to bring all manufacturing back, that we're going to onshore it in the United States of America, that costs trillions of dollars and takes north of 20 years. So when businesses are faced with huge uncertainty at best, and at worst, the impact of massive tariffs, you know what they have to do? Clamp down and stop spending. And that's where we can see layoffs and lack of expansion and just businesses clamping down because they don't know what the future holds.
And, you know, consumers do exactly the same thing. Anyone who doesn't know what's going to happen to their money 1 month, 6 months, 1 year, 5 years out, holds on to it. And that's going to have a knockoff effect that's going to ripple across the U.S. economy for a far longer period of time than I think anybody in the White House understands. They've opened up this Pandora's box that is crushing both business sentiment and consumer confidence. We've been throwing a lot of stats around, but 70% of GDP in the United States is consumer spending. The second consumers decide they don't have the kind of confidence they need to shop regularly for all the goods that are in all the stores, the entire economy can seize. And, you know, we've been talking about, well, there's a possibility of a recession and you're going to see price hikes. Your Adidas go from $180 to $230. There's a real possibility, actually, if they stay on with this regime, you won't even be able to buy the Adidas or avocados or beer. Audi said this week that their best-selling SUV has now, because of tariffs, been priced out of the U.S. market, and they're just not going to offer it for sale here anymore. So it's actually a whole nother realm of consumer nightmares. It's not simply escalating prices. It's going to be a lack of goods to purchase. The other thing is they're also having to claw back at everything they're doing around their immigration policy that also affects the business community. They're having to reach back and find out which groups of immigrants who are undocumented they're going to give carve-outs to, because guess what happens? The American business community is very dependent on farm workers.
Art Cullen from Iowa was here last week, and he said, you know what's interesting? If they really wanted to go for the low-hanging fruit in terms of mass deportations, our meatpacking plants in Iowa would be where they'd go, but they're not. Because the governor of Iowa and Tyson, some of the biggest businesses in that state, in that red state, have said to the administration, please don't come here. And so they realize mass deportations are going to hurt so many of those businesses. But this goes right back to, why do we have so many of these immigrants in this country doing a lot of those jobs? Because Americans have made it clear for decades and decades and decades, while a lot of them aren't happy or aren't doing well, they don't want those jobs. So this notion that we were handed for the first half of the week, that all these manufacturing jobs are coming back, Scott Bessent actually said, well, the federal workers who lost their jobs can go do that. You mean to tell me that a climate scientist is going to leave his job or her job to sew socks for 14 hours, maybe 15 hours a day, because we're going to get rid of regulations? Who in their right mind, in the investment community, okay, whose job it is to analyze risk, is saying, oh, this makes sense?
I don't think anybody. I mean, Ali said it a couple weeks ago. And there's other knock-on effects, too, like tourism is down. People don't want to come here anymore. Here in New York City, you can see it on the streets. You can feel it at the airports. People don't feel like planes are safe. They feel like this is an unsafe, unstable, unreliable place to be. And that's the most dangerous part about him, is not his political extremism. It's his sloppiness, it's his incompetence, and it's his volatility. And that's something you can't afford in national security. It's something you can't afford in immigration. It's something you can't afford in the economy.